Watch this, I'll wave to him. So serious.
Jim, see how Jim's waving?
Yeah, I waved and gave him a thumbs up. He smiled a little bit, but
yeah,
his superior is standing here, so he really couldn't wave back or anything.
That's the kind of thing they just don't. The train. We alluded to this in a couple of videos. I think there are few positions in Japan that are taken more seriously, as Sim said, than those who work at the railroad.
They do a good job.
Especially those that are actually involved with the actual operations. Right. And there's the office right there. The actual operations of the trains.
Yeah.
Have you seen the guys inside that are actually talking to themselves and?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they point to the schedules and they check, every little gauge and all this and all that. And like you said, they have little things that I don't know what they're saying to themselves, but they're saying all kinds of stuff.
Some of them are very loud.
Yeah.
You can be sitting, halfway back in the car, and you'll hear yosh, yosh.
Right.
You see the arms and they're all by themselves up there.
Right.
It's really interesting. See that? Here we go. I think we're totally cool. I mean, as long as we're not like leaning over the rails or anything like that.
We're not in the way. We're not bothering anybody.
No, we're just being a couple of dorky foreigners.
Did you get him when he kind of bowed out?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, see, I have a feeling. Okay, even though you and I are talking about this familiarity, this seriousness, this job, especially these platform guys, is probably incredibly routine and tedious.
Yeah.
And probably the opportunity to joke around a little bit with a couple of goofy foreigners.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I think this is a Nozomi.
This is the super fast silver one, non-stop. 3 all the way to Tokyo to Nagoya. Super fast train. Was that it?
No. Nozomis are silver.
Silver, that was white.
Right.
So the Nozomi, just for the sake of redundancy, it's got 3 stops, or only 1 stop.
Okay, as far as I know, I'm not an expert on these trains, but as far as I know, the Nozomi originally was supposed to go from Tokyo to Osaka.
Yeah.
And get you there in 3 hours, which is unheard of.
Right. It's like faster than taking an airplane if you count.
Faster than Superman. But then I think they were having problems filling the cars up.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You're not going to get that many people running between Tokyo and Osaka every day.
You got
right?
some busy Yakuza and a couple of CEOs of...
Right, and it's it's a lot more expensive too. So I think what they did is they opened up opened up stops like in Nagoya. And I think that's the only place it stops in between Osaka. And there might still be trains that don't stop at all.
Really?
Yeah.
If you just every now and then, yeah.
They just keep going right into the ocean.
But seriously, don't stop at all. But seriously, 3 hours. That's if you take into account the time it would spend to get to board an airplane, to disembark, and all that, it would definitely be faster than an airplane travel.
Well, and if we get on a Hikari from here to Osaka, it's about 3 hours on the express train, and we're an hour south of Tokyo.
I get it. Yeah.
By the Super Express, the Hikari. It takes an hour and 10 minutes to get to Tokyo, and I think it's almost 3 hours down to Osaka from here. So that does a 4-hour trip in 3 hours.
Outstanding. And
so that means it's hauling some ass.
That's on the official the brochure. I think it says that.
It does. It says this train hauls ass.
And the kanji for ass is in there and everything.
Right.
Yeah. I shouldn't be watching my language. A pretty young woman walking behind me. I'm talking about ass. Jeez. Kurt, focus. Okay, I'm pushing the button. Okay, well, we'll wait for something else.
Trains.
Yeah, we're here to look at trains and talk about goofy dork stuff. Now, see, the dudes aren't coming. Here's another point. See this over here? There's an office over here, and the door's closed and no dude standing outside. There's an office right here. Doors closed, no dude coming outside. You can, when you're at the platform and you want to see some action, you can wait for the announcements and also watch for the dudes to come out.
Right.
One of them will come out.
Now the next train the next Konami will be leaving at 48. It is currently 42.
It's going to leave here at 48?
Right.
So it'll stay for 5 minutes, so it's only a few minutes away.
Well, it's 42 now, so it'll be coming in pretty soon.
Outstanding. Okay, we'll save some battery till then.
The next few minutes. like we said before, you don't mess with the train schedules. I mean, it's 42 now, and it leaves at 48, and you're probably thinking, oh my God, are they going to have enough time? Trust me, that train's out of here at 48.
Yeah.
And it's not late pulling in either.
Just point of note, there was a case sometime back, some years ago, where there was a significant thing that happened on the Shinkansen, and it was really, really late. And I remember the CEO of JR had to go on public television and apologize to the nation for his train. Here he comes. Here comes the guy. He's coming out, and as soon as then, so he's getting ready for the train to come out.
Now here, get back on me.
Okay.
Another key point on this, to enjoy yourself and not have any trouble whatsoever.
Living in Japan.
Like doing this.
Okay.
Don't speak to those guys in Japanese. If you show any experience in Japan whatsoever, you might get, you guys need to move out of the way.
Right.
Right? So just play the dumb foreigner. This is where you play the foreigner card.
You're the Disney tourist.
These are really nice cars, you know.
You're the Disney tourist.
Right.
And like I said, what I said was, I don't know if they understood, I said omoshiroi, which means it's interesting.
Right.
And that's the perfect thing to say in that kind of, to be the dumb foreigner.
Right.
Or not the dumb foreigner, the fascinated foreigner. The Disney foreigner.
Right. The tourist foreigner.
Exactly, the tourist foreigner. Oh, is it coming up?
This is so cool.
Which side? This side? Oh, it's going to be this side because it's going this side. That's right. Right, of course. Oh, that makes sense. The guy would come out on the side that it would have relevance
and
to.
And if the train came out over there, we'd have to run across the tracks to get to it.
Yeah, well, we can jump off right over there and off we can go. What do you think what do you think the official response would be if we actually jumped off this thing onto the tracks?
I think the official response...
What would happen? I mean, in terms of like immediate action.
With them?
Yeah.
Probably the first reaction would be shitting bricks.
We're talking about official responses, right?
And then they'd be all over you like nuts on a squirrel turd. So yeah, you don't want to mess around stepping over the line.
No. Well, probably for sure you'd make national news.
Oh, it'd make news, yeah.
And probably national news.
Yeah.
Because this train is as old as me. It was born the same year I was born, 1964.
Really?
And in all those years, there's never been a fatality on the Shinkansen.
Right.
And anything major like that would be pretty big. Here comes the bad boy right now.
There have been people who jumped off the track in front of it, I believe.
But no one's ever died on it. Really?
Yeah, I believe
you think so?
Yeah.
I remember reading once that no one had died, but maybe I'm wrong. Well, look at that bad boy. That's like that shape.
It's so cool.
It's there all for the aerodynamics, obviously.
This one has the digital signs.
Ah, yeah. So it changed the newer train.
LED signs.
Now see the electrical thing up on the top there? That's how the electricity transfers. And at night, if it's going by, sometimes you can hear big electric arcs going across the top and sparks. Oh, there goes the green car. Rockstar's Bon Jovi might be in there. See, this is another green car. Fancy. Oh, I shouldn't be paying people. Yeah, but these are the fancy. That's the expensive seats. So if you are on the forum and you post a lot, you're going to wind up on here eventually. Jim, is your goal to be the first person with the green car seat?
I will be.
You will be.
Here we go, right here. Now you're going to want to take a picture of that, so...
Okay, so we'll kill this one. Say goodbye. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.